from the state of Karnataka, where we've been told that the government in Karnataka is likely to now form an interim committee to revise the textbooks in the state, and they are also possibly going to delete the contentious chapters that have been added by the Basavaraj-led my government, the BJP government in the past. Meanwhile, BJP has warned the Congress of large-scale agitation as Congress now prepares to drop certain contentious chapters from the syllabus.
ನಿಮಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಎರಡನೇ ಬಾರಿ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಯನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಕುಟುಂಬವನ್ನ ಮೆಚ್ಚಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ರಾಜ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಕಾಲೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಕುಟುಂಬದ ಪ್ರೇರಿತ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣವನ್ನ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ರೂಪಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವಂತದ್ದು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ದುರದೃಷ್ಟಕರವಾದಂತಹ ಸಂಗತಿ. ಮುಂದಿನ ಪೀಳಿಗೆಯನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಮುಂದೆ ಇಟ್ಟುಕೊಂಡು ಸರ್ಕಾರವನ್ನ ನಡೆಸಬೇಕೇ ವಿನಃ ತನಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಂತವರಿಗೆ ಋಣವನ್ನ ತೋರಿಸಲಿಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನ ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ಕೂಡ ನಡೆಸಬಾರದು. ನಾನು ಸರ್ಕಾರವನ್ನು ಆಗ್ರಹಿಸ್ತೇನೆ, ದಯಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಲಾಖೆಯನ್ನು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ 2 ತಿಂಗಳು 3 ತಿಂಗಳು ಕಾಲಾವಕಾಶವನ್ನು ಕೊಡಿ. ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇಲಾಖೆಗಳಲ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದೇ ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಬಿಜೆಪಿ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡದಂತದ್ದು ಎಲ್ಲದನ್ನೂ ಕೂಡ ಬದಲಾಯಿಸಿಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ ಎನ್ನುವಂತ ದುಸ್ಸಾಹಸಕ್ಕೆ ಕೈ ಹಾಕೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಪಠ್ಯಪುಸ್ತಕಗಳನ್ನ ಪರಿಷ್ಕರಿಸುವಂತ ನೆಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಕರಣವನ್ನ ಏನಾದರೂ ವಿರೋಧ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯತೆಯನ್ನ ವಿರೋಧ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಜನ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಬುದ್ಧಿಯನ್ನ ಕಲಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಿಜೆಪಿಯು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಪ್ರಮಾಣದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋರಾಟವನ್ನು ರೂಪಿಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳನ್ನ ಈ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಸ್ತೇನೆ.
Let me now bring in my colleague Akshara, who's joining us on the broadcast. Akshara, it is pretty unfortunate that the people who are the stakeholders of this entire change, namely the students in the state of Karnataka, will be impacted yet again. However, politics continues to be played out when it is about the addition and the removal of chapters from the syllabus of the students. What is the bone of contention that the BJP really is speaking about, considering I believe there are certain chapters on the RSS founder, like Hegrawar, where the Congress party is planning to remove all of that? What are we knowing about more removals, and also when will this be implemented?
Well, right now, Siddaramaiah has called for an interim committee headed by one of the noted writer, Barguru Ramachandrappa, and this interim committee will go through all the syllabus of the textbook, and there are certain contentious chapters, be it chapters on RSS founder KB Hegdewar, and also other right-wing ideologues such as Chakravarti Sulibele, Govinda Pai, and these are the chapters, the contentious chapters which are likely to be removed. Remember, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah in the run-up to the elections, the Congress party had said that they will completely, scrap the national education policy and bring in a state education policy and bring in a reform in education. That's what Siddaramaiah had to say. And right now, exactly a committee has been formed by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. So these are the chapters are likely to be removed, which has quite not gone well with the BJP. And it has stated that they will stage a large-scale agitation if they go ahead and scrap these chapters. And also they accuse Congress party of opposing nationalism in the name of changing the textbook syllabus. That's what the word coming in from the BJP party right now regarding this issue.
Okay. Akshara, thank you so much for that. Let me bring in Mr. S. Prakash of the BJP, who's also joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Prakash, my question to you is that once again, it is the students who are going to be impacted because of whether it is changes or the agitation that the BJP is now claiming that they plan to launch, if at all there are further deletions. What do you have to say about those students? Because everything has come down to that. How much of politics really can be played at the cost of the students?
The student should not become the pawn in between the right and the left-wing ideologies. It is the interest of the student and what kind of education we should impart them should become the paramount concern for the government. Unfortunately, if the chapters included by the earlier government is against the student's interest and it does not impart any moral values, they can delete it. However, if I do not find any such subject or the chapter has been included in the textbook. The Chakravarti Sulibele has written about Bhagat Singh. Do they want to remove it? And Dr. Hegdewar was a freedom fighter who was in Congress party. If his speech can inspire the student for shaping the future, why tamper with it? The Congress government or any government, when the textbook has been recently reviewed, again and again trying to make changes, create confusion among the students who has to shape their future will not be in the interest of them, and it can damage their morality further. I hope the government should seriously think in those lines.
Okay, Mr. Prakash, I'd request you to stay on with us. Mr. Sanket Yenagi of the Congress Party is also with us on the broadcast. Mr. Yenagi, I don't know whether you got parts of the conversation that I was having with Mr. S. Prakash, but he essentially is talking about the future of the students in Karnataka. He's also talking about how this constant back and forth in the textbook deletions and additions is going to be impacting the future of the students. So that needs to be taken into account by the Congress regime in Karnataka. Your words, sir.
So prior to 1947, India was ruled by the Britishers and by the Mughals, and also it was suffering from the communal clashes. Communal forces were playing major role in India. So after 1947 and after 1950, the constitution has come into force, and that has changed the entire dimension of progress in India. India is within around 75 years, is competing with the rest of the world. And it is now going to be the world leader because of its constitution, which is treating equally everyone. It is giving importance to the progressive thinking. And in a case of this, in a situation like this, we must have a syllabus which should give or which should encourage the students to think beyond what is there. And we must have the syllabus which should always see about the development and to compete with the rest of the world. Manuvada will not help us. Manuvada chapter is over. Because of Manuvada, the country has suffered. And the constitution has come into place. Constitution has replaced all other things. And now constitution is supreme. Constitution is taking everyone into confidence, seeing about everyone's rights, recognizing everyone's right, and giving importance to everyone's growth. So the growth of India involves in the growth of educational system. And the educational system, if it is being corrupted and if it is being diluted, and if it is become an agenda or of a hand-picked communal forces, then it will again destroy the country as a whole. And now the constitution, which has been discarded by the BJP, they said they don't want to change the constitution even. They don't respect the constitution. And our syllabus is something which is reflecting the ethos of the constitution, to see that everyone should grow and see that everyone's growth is the growth of the country.
Okay.
And one must,
so,
one must have the
Mr. Yenagi, I respect your thoughts and point taken, whatever you are mentioning. I would like to understand what are the contentious chapters which the Congress thinks should be actually taken out of the syllabus. And while they are doing it, while at that, how do you actually plan to curtail these impending protests that the BJP is planning on doing, and make sure that the situation doesn't go back to the hijab controversy that was raking Karnataka under the BJP regime, which had impacted the education of students in a huge way?
So whatever BJP has said and done in the previous 3.5 years, that was not accepted by the people. The people thought they have damaged much on the Karnataka and the Karnataka's educational system, Karnataka's progress, Karnataka's image and the brand. And now the Congress has been voted by the people of Karnataka to undo the damage